Welcome to the live watch along and reaction to the 2023 Rebel Stakes and the road to the Kentucky Derby here on Trust the Prophets. Salutations and welcome, friends. We are here live with a reaction and watch along to the Rebel Stakes, which is, of course, a 50-point Kentucky Derby prep race. Very exciting. They're loading them into the gate here. We want to keep our eye on the number 1 hole, Verifying. We also want to keep a close eye on the number 5 horse, who is the post-time favorite, Giant Mischief. Blew the break last time out at the Springboard Mile. Pay close attention to that horse. Also want to look at the number 6, Reincarnate, the former Baffert horse, now trained by Tim Yakteen. A lot of speed in this race. Have to see how it's going to shake out. And they're off. Pretty good start all the way around. A nice start for Giant Mischief this time. Frosted Departure from the far outside, flashing speed. And Giant Mischief wanting to get up there on the lead, along with Powerful. 2 pretty big long shots there, taking me in. But Giant Mischief looks like he really mishandled the turn, went out really wide there. And Verifying sitting in the catbird seat, sitting in that inside rail, 3rd position, right next to his stablemate, Giant Mischief. But out in front, you see Powerful leading the way. Frosted Departure sitting 2nd, followed by Verifying and Giant Mischief as they continue down the back stretch. Confidence Game sitting pretty close as well. Of course, that was the 3rd place horse in the Lecomte Stakes, but really it's been kind of the top 2, Powerful and Frosted Departure, followed by the 2 Cox horses, which just looks like a morning workout, honestly, with Verifying and Giant Mischief. The rest of the field is starting to catch up now. Gun Pilot on the inside rail, the number 4 horse. You also really have not seen much from Reincarnate, still in the back of the pack. And now making a move there is Confidence Game, coming around the 7 a little bit. But ultimately, we still have the 2 and the 11, Powerful and Frosted Departure up on the front. Verifying looks like he has nowhere to go and is kind of trapped inside. Finally is trying to tilt out, but this is going to be Giant Mischief and Confidence Game. And Confidence Game, rousing effort here, coming home in the slop. Giant Mischief trying, but ultimately Red Route 1 coming here with a late charge, as we thought. Red Route 1 and Confidence Game takes it, with Red Route 1 coming in 2nd. I think Reincarnate ended up coming and engaging for 3rd place. What a race. Confidence Game coming back from a mediocre to good showing, I think, at the Lecomte in 3rd place, but was well beaten in that race. Did have a little bit of trouble that day. But wow, what an effort there. And Red Route 1, as everybody knew, was going to come running late. That great late speed, the gun runner horse, always comes running late. Giant Mischief kind of leveled out there. Verifying just didn't look like he had any place to go. And then that was a rough ride, I think, from Verifying. And like I said, then Reincarnate finally moving from the back, came up there for 3rd place. But it was all Confidence Game with just a bold move around that 3rd turn. And Red Route 1 coming running, then Reincarnate, then Verifying, and then Bourbon Bash actually getting 5th place there. So earning some Kentucky Derby points there. But this was a thrilling race. And let's talk a little bit about the Derby implications. Obviously, Confidence Game very much so in the gate at the Kentucky Derby now with 50 points. And Red Route 1, another horse that is pretty much so guaranteed to be in the gate now. This is a horse that finished 2nd at the Southwest and finished 2nd again today. Red Route 1, like I said, a gun runner progeny and a horse that loves a lot of pace and loves to come running late. Also seems to like wet track conditions at OAKLAWN. So that's something to keep in mind. It's interesting. I think the 3 horses that a lot of us identified early on were Giant Mischief, Reincarnate, and Verifying. Listen, those 3 horses had their shot. That was as clear as can be in terms of, sitting in a pretty nice position. Now, it did look like Verifying got into some trouble going around that far turn. Really couldn't figure out a trip. I think Florent Giroux just didn't know, do we go inside? Do we go outside? And ultimately, that indecision, I think, really caused him. Giant Mischief kind of got the jump a little bit, but like I said, really flattened out late. And Reincarnate for Tim Yakteen, of course, coming on strong. Reincarnate will earn those Kentucky Derby points. Not a lot, though. And we'll probably need to run at least one more time to guarantee a spot in the starting gate at the Kentucky Derby. We'll likely run again at the Arkansas Derby, depending on what some of the other formerly trained Baffert horses end up doing out in California and New York, et cetera. So, also, I want to give a quick shout out to a friend of the prophet, Sarah El Badwi. Sarah, who it works up at Naira, was all about confidence game. That was her pick to win today. So, Sarah, congratulations on that. Hope you placed a nice win. This is actually 2 years in a row she picked the winner of the Rebel Stakes, as she got Unoho last year as well. So well done there. But make sure to subscribe to Trust the Profits to get all of our Kentucky Derby coverage, as it is nonstop Kentucky Derby coverage, graded stakes coverage, Thursday Night Lounge, international racing coverage. We have you covered no matter what angles you like in horse racing. All right, friends. Until next time, my name is Matthew DeSantis, wishing you a great and prosperous day at the races and reminding you that it's now post time.